Hey guys, I am back and today I am here for the newest update to my Pan Those Eyeshadow series here on YouTube. If you're new here, my name is Jasmine. Welcome. I have been on a very small moving related hiatus that will hopefully be the last moving related hiatus for the foreseeable future. And I am doing the Pan Those Eyeshadows project here on YouTube. I've been doing this project for I think 2 years now because I started midway through 2023. That sounds right. And I really love doing this project. My playlist with all of my updates up to this point will be linked in the cards and down in the description box below. And all of my project pans that I'm doing this year will also be linked in the description box because I do a lot of project panning and hopefully consistent updates from here on out. And if you are not new here, thank you for your patience while I got everything sorted out. I was really hoping for just to be more on top of things, and it didn't quite work out. And then I'm also still figuring out the lighting in this room a little bit, and where I will be filming, but for now we're just gonna get straight into the eyeshadows. So my last update was in early or mid-June, and usually these updates go up at the end of the month. So it's been about 6-ish weeks, and unfortunately there is very specific progress on these eyeshadows because about a week after I filmed that, everything else got packed and I have not touched anything since. So there is no additional uses on my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. Ember is looking exactly the same, have not touched it. Same with my Dior Backstage eye palette in the shade Warm Neutrals. The shade that I have rolled in is Matte Charcoal right here. Hasn't been used at all. And I rolled in at my last update Jasmine's Wish from the MAC Aladdin Jasmine's Wish palette, which is this shade right here. It is so pretty. So I don't want to waste time being like, here is what it's looking like this month. I used it 0 times. That's just what happened. But the 2 palettes that I was reaching for a lot, we do have progress on. So starting with the one that's been in the project 2 months, this is my Lorac Malibu Free Spirit palette, and I have the shade Beach House rolled in. Here's what Beach House was looking like at my last update when I had used it 16 times, and over the past month and a half, I've used it an additional 12 times for a total of 28 uses, and here is what it is looking like now. We haven't quite hit pan yet, but I can feel it. I am so close on this one. I'm really excited. This will definitely be rolled out at my next update, and it's just been super easy to wear. This whole palette I've reached for longboard a lot. I've reached for morning surf a handful of times, and then Route 1 I think I've reached for once or twice, and then I've been trying to use Beach House exclusively as the champagne out of this palette. So really happy with my progress on this one. And then I also have rolled in at my last update the shade Palatial from this Tarte 2017 holiday palette, and here's what Palatial was looking like last month. Since my last update I have used it 10 times, and here's what Palatial is looking like now. This is a really pretty taupe color, like a shimmery taupe, and I found it very wearable. One thing you may notice about this palette is that I hit a bonus pan in the shade Getaway, because that's the shade that I've been primarily using in my brows since I started reaching for this palette, and so I am really excited to have just some more use in this palette. This is the oldest palette in my collection because this was the first palette I got after I lost my whole makeup collection in a forest fire, or a wildfire, I guess is what it should be called. So this has been around for a long time, and I've honestly thought about panning it a lot of times. I think I just get nervous that I'm not going to actually like be able to use up the whole thing or make it an interesting enough project. And so I've always like offered it or thought about it, doing it, and then chickened out before actually deciding to pan it. So it's been nice having this in my Pan Those Eyeshadows series. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'll either do a look that is more warm, like this is like a warmer cheek, coral or red lip, and then I'll go in with longboard in the crease, beach house all over the lid, done. Or if I'm doing something a little bit more cool toned, I'll go in with getaway in the crease, palatial all over the lid, and then done. That's generally been my go-to for the past 3 weeks, and so it's been getting me some really good progress on these shades, and I have been trying to, you know, as I'm getting settled in this new space and this new routine, just taking the 10 minutes it takes to do a quick face, because I feel like it really just turns around my whole day, and I love all of these makeup products that I own, so I should use them, which is the entire ethos with project painting around here. So here's my color story for the upcoming month. It's suspiciously similar to my color story at my last update, but we have Palatial, Beach House, Jasmine's Wish, Matte Charcoal, and Ember. So I am really excited to play around with these shades. Hopefully I can hit pan in Beach House. I would love to see a good amount more progress in Palatial, and like 3 uses each on the rest of these would be great. If I could start getting good progress on Matte Charcoal, that would be lovely, because this has been in the project for I think 4 months now, 3 or 4 months. So it would be nice to get this, like, get it going. So that is everything that I have for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for your patience as I have been getting up to this point. And most of all, I hope you're having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.